So, good morning everyone. I'm JR Mabini from the class of PPED 2A. So, this is my RVL on the video lecture we watched a while back. So, the first one is the difference between approach and a method. So, approach. Approach is a set of nature correlative assumptions about nature of teaching. Approach came from personal philosophy of teaching. Approach can be divided into two, which is the learner-centered approach and the teacher-centered approach. So, so where is approach is coming from? So, approach, meaning to approach is a subjective. So, um, meaning to say, teachers have many different approach. It depends on their personal theories and personal philosophy of learning. We will go on the method. So, what is method? Method is a practical implementation of approach. A theory is put into a practice at the level of method. So, method is a set of procedures that describe how to teach a lesson. Method is an overall plan for the orderly presentation of a material. So, method, uh, we have methods of learning. So, this is the learning, demonstration, discussion, and so on. So, we will go on the strategy of a technique versus, strategy of the teaching versus technique. So, strategy of the teaching refers to the science of developing a plan to attain goal and to guard against the undesirable result. So, we have two general categories. So, the first one is the exposition, discovery learning. So, the second one is the group individual learning to create a plan to avoid and lessen failures. We'll go on the technique. So, technique refers to a personal style of carrying out of a particular step of given method. So, specific, concrete, stratagem or a trick designed to accomplish an immediate objective and procedure for completing a specific task. So, we will go on the inductive method of teaching. So, this is a authentic task and a problem solving to make learning real. So, educators mention that a better way to motivate learners is a inductive teaching, in which the teacher begins by presenting with a specific challenge, such as experimental data to interrupt a case study to analyze complex a complex real world problem to solve. So we will go on the types of inductive method. So the first types of inductive method is the inquiry based learning or IBL. So what is this? Learners are presented with the challenge and accomplish the desired learning in the process of responding to the challenge, such as question to be answered. So we have 5 steps here. So the first one is the pose your question. Step 2, conduct a research. Step 3, interpret the information. Step 4, share information. And step 5, access learning. So we will go on the second one. So discovery learning or DL. So learners are confronted with the challenge and left to work out of the solution of their own. So that is according to French 2006. To let alone student or to let alone student do or to carry out the activity, and the teacher will give comments after the activity done by the student. So we will go on the problem-based learning. So the learners are challenged or of coming out of a solution on a problem. The decision is to consider the possible solution. So the teachers comes in when there is a point of a question, like how they can be done. So that is the when a teacher can give a guidance to them. We'll go on the project based learning. So it involves assignment that call for the learners to produce something, such as a process or a product design. a computer code or simulation, or the design of the experiments and the analysis and interpretation of a data. So the culmination of the project is a normally a written or a oral report summarizing what was done, what was the outcome was. So it falls between inquiry and a problem-based learning in terms of challenges it poses to the teachers. So projects and the knowledge and skill needed to complete them may be relatively well defined and known from previous part of the curriculum. So in this, which is lessen the likelihood of student resistance, and they may be defined in a manner that cons- constrain the learner to the territory familiar to the teacher, which is further reduces the difficulty of implementation. So I have reflection here. So as a student, be a responsible one with or without the teachers, and prepare yourself for all the activities, assessment, and assignment that the teacher gave to us. And my reflection as an instructor, be a professional one and be a approachable one for the student, so that if your student become a teacher soon, they will like you. Be a responsible and approachable one for his or her future student someday. So that's all, ma'am. Thank you.